Hot 97, you made it, Russ.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you.
What they want, what they want, what they want. Listen, congratulations on
Thank you.
everything. You know what I mean? I'm really happy to see you.
I'm happy to see you.
First things first, how do you feel about the election?
Here we go.
Yeah. I mean,
I think it's like shocking. I think everyone is still kind of in shock.
yeah.
It's crazy. I mean, it's like absurd.
How was it for you? Were you watching? Were you keeping up?
No, we were actually we were flying from Montreal to New York City.
Really?
Yeah, I was on a private jet for my first time when it was
Hey,
happening.
congratulations.
Flex.
Yeah, that's nice. And were you,
Yeah.
just so people understand, you know,
Yeah.
just, I guess the best word, like you said, is shock, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What was your thought process as you, I guess, heard the results as they were coming in?
Part of me felt like the whole thing was rigged and that like there's some sketchiness going on where like they were going to really let him win. And when
Right.
it happened, I was like, they really let this
him-
guy win.
Right.
Like I feel like it's been like planned and calculated for
Right.
like some sketchy is going on like behind closed doors that no one knows.
Yeah. So for the fans, you know,
Mm-hmm.
who do follow you and do love you and those who are getting to know you, I guess this time is, you know, this is the morning after. You and I are actually meeting
Right.
as probably one of the most historic, you know, events of our lifetime
Right.
has happened. What
Right.
would you say to them? You know, there's a lot of people who feel loss of hope at this point.
I think everyone needs to be super level headed and everyone needs to like kind of just not do anything rash because I think there's a lot of like high emotions, high strung
Right.
emotions, and you know you don't want to see this turn into like a tragedy of violence and craziness, and
Right.
I think everyone needs to kind of just like take a breather, like, you know, I don't know, it's crazy. It's like literally shocking.
It is shocking. I think no one has the answer.
Yeah,
Do you
for
know what
sure.
I mean? And I
For
think
sure.
that's okay. I
Yeah.
think not knowing the answer right now is okay.
I would say that like there's understanding in knowing that you don't understand. Like I understand that I don't understand, and that's fine. That is understanding in a sense. So
Yeah.
yeah,
And we're all in it together.
Yeah,
You know,
for
and
sure.
And I think, you know, the best thing you said is just hold on,
yeah,
take a deep breath,
right,
and get organized. Steps.
Yeah,
But it's
yeah,
okay
yeah.
to be in shock. Like someone who's watching this who feels shock, it's okay.
yeah. That's natural, I think.
Yeah. So let's talk about your music. So you
Let's.
have your song, What They Want. Is this song, would you say, because a lot of times when I talk to artists, they're like, that's not like the song that fully represents me and everything. How would you describe what this song is for you? Because it's big.
Yeah, I would like to think that like I have a lot of different colors
Yeah.
in me because I'm a human. You know what I mean? So like that fully represents that side of me for sure. Like
Yeah.
I have other songs that represent other sides of me, but like yeah, I don't make anything that I don't feel comfortable making.
Yeah. You tweeted something and I thought it was pretty interesting. I don't care about this industry, fake ass facade, politic ass.
Psycho.
I've always just been about the music and that's how I'ma stay.
Yes. You know what's so funny?
What prompted this tweet? Because I agree. I understand
What
this.
prompted that tweet? Definitely Tangeray. No, I'm kidding. No, it's so funny. Like when people bring up tweets, and I'm like, "Fuck!" People actually watch my Twitter.
Yeah. Yeah.
What prompted that? What was I thinking about? Probably I saw some like stupid industry bullshit online, and I was like, "Wow, this is so whack."
Yeah.
Per usual.
I love that, per usual.
There's just like a lot of fake industry politics shit.
Oh, yeah.
And I realized that once I got behind closed doors that it's a corrupt system. You know what I'm saying? So like, and I can like try to like, oh my God, like change it, whatever. But I realized that look, it's just always going to be a corrupt system. It's like watching the movie The Big Short, and like all those people, like they thought they were going to fix the issue. They thought they caught all these people on it and caught it, but the government just fucking covered up and did, you know, they're going to do this shit again. It's like, it's a corrupt system.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, it's whatever. There's always going to be this fake ass industry bullshit, politic facade ass shit where you think rappers are bigger than they are, but they come to a city and they can't even do 200 tickets.
Right.
So how popping are you?
I mean, you also have a song called Exposed.
Yeah.
Which again was, you know, something that we all know, but a lot of people don't talk about it, about
Yeah.
artists who say that they are independent, but
Right.
they do have some type of major backing behind them.
Right. Because my thing is this, right? There's differences, and like the thing that I'm so proud of is how I did it. I really did it all by myself.
Right.
I'm not one of these people who said I'm independent, but I had a manager who invested $3 million into me, or my dad is this person, or I know this person. It's
Yeah.
like, I didn't have that. When I say I'm independent, I was sitting in a basement uploading songs on SoundCloud and the shit got popping.
Yeah.
That's what I mean by independent. So if you're going to run around and say that you are independent, meaning that you're saying you do what I do, I'm going to check to see if you really do that, because it's almost like, it's like going up to someone in the, I mean, like the analogy is a little extreme, but it's like when Army veterans see people in fake Army clothes, they
Right.
snap, because they're like, you didn't fucking do what I did to get this fucking uniform.
Right.
It's the same shit. It's like, don't fucking say you're independent, because then you're insulting what the fuck I do.
And other people who are trying, and
Yeah.
and people that you inspire, because they're
Yeah.
looking at like, okay, there might be hope that I don't have to have a connector,
Right.
millions of dollars.
And like that aspect right there is the reason why I made something like Exposed, and the reason why I'm so transparent is for the next artist, because I remember watching artists do interviews, and it was always this like, they made it seem so intangible to like
Yes.
get popping, because it was always these like, I don't know, I just woke up and there was 1 million views.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, none of y'all telling the real story.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's because you want to have the perception of your come up a certain way or whatever, but it's like, I just want to make sure that my story is told the completely truthful way to inspire the next person, so that they can actually be like, you know what? Nah, Russ really did have 100 followers and then dropped a song every week on SoundCloud consistently, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
tell the fucking truth so that the next person actually thinks that they have a chance.
Yeah. Let's talk about that truth, because me getting to know you,
Yeah.
I'm probably not aware of all the details.
Right.
So just for someone who's starting to get to know you, heard
Yeah.
the song on the radio, typical radio listener, where do you come from, and how did this all happen for you?
I mean, so I'm 24. I've been making beats for 10 years.
Yeah.
And then, I started like, I was just producing for my friends at first. I wasn't making songs. But I started putting out albums, like, because I produce everything, mix everything, master
Right.
everything, engineer everything.
Which is amazing, by the way.
Thank you. So I started putting out albums when I was 19, December of 2011. So I put out 11 albums
It's crazy.
before I even got a SoundCloud. You know what I'm saying? So like, then I got a SoundCloud end of 2014 and started putting out a song a week for like a year and a half. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still doing it every now and then, this year. So it's like, this isn't, what they want is the song that put people onto the catalog. But when you come to the show, it's an hour, 45-minute, 2-hour long set where every song gets chanted. You know what I'm saying? So
amazing.
this is not some fucking, here for the summer, gone by the winter type of fucking rapper
Right.
that comes through every fucking year that the industry falls for. That's the problem that I have, right?
Yeah.
My issue is not the people who vote for these rappers who maybe just have these little flashes in the pan.
Right.
Like, I feel y'all, because I'll turn up to it too. My issue is that the industry acts as if this is actually going to be the next biggest shit. Like, y'all should know better. Y'all, this is what y'all do professionally.
Right.
Y'all should know that this is just some fake shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the people just wanted to turn up to that shit. That's cool. But the industry, to fucking every year they fall for these pump fakes and they do these big ass articles and they make this hype around these fucking artists that everyone knows is not going to be here next year.
Yeah.
Like, why does the industry keep falling for it? And then that's
Build
how you
them
know
up to break them down.
it's just some fake shit. It's some fake shit.
I love the honesty.
Yeah.
And because everyone feels that.
But you know why I can be honest, though, is because I put myself on.
Right.
I can be honest because I got my own fan base. I don't give a fuck about shit when it comes to like, ooh, this, that, or the other. I'm going to still pull up to your city and sell out 2,000 people with no debut and no openers, regardless of what the fuck I say, regardless who posts my shit at all.
Right.
Because my fan base is bigger than all these fucking weirdo gatekeepers and shit.
Yeah.
So I don't give a fuck.
Let's talk about that a little bit. Is there anyone that you want to work with? Because
Yeah,
I know
for
that
sure.
you are pretty contained with what you do. You don't really
Yeah.
care to entertain people for that image.
I want to produce. I obviously want to like get on songs with some people, but I want to like produce for people. When I say that, like the only way I know that, because like I said, all my friends were making songs and I was producing for them, but it was always an in-studio thing. It was not me send you a beat and you record it on your own.
Right.
So it's like, I want to sit and really like bring someone into my world and like see what I can bring out of people. Because I'm always like looking
Really?
I'm always looking at artists like, yo, like if I was like her A&R, like if I was like her producer, I would
Right.
tell her to do it like this or tell him to do it like this. Like that's what I want to do. I don't want to just like send beats over an email and be like send a pack of 15 and like, it's like that's not
That's weird. Is that how they do it? Just
Yeah.
curious.
a lot of them, yeah.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
interesting. I had no idea.
Some more just bullshit in the industry.
Is there any, any one person that you really just hope one day you guys can vibe in a studio together, just off their work, and it just could be someone.
Kanye, Drake, Dr. Dre for sure. I mean, these are
Yeah,
people
yeah,
like, yeah, but these are like people who, to me, like Kanye and Drake, they're just constantly like, they just like, they're sparring with each other. They're constantly the ones like pushing each other to do like epic shit. And that's who I look at as like sparring partners, is like, those are the ones who make me want to get better, because these people have more money than they need to fucking like, you know, they have enough money to be like, I'm cool.
Absolutely.
I don't need to keep doing this shit like this.
Yeah.
They have all that shit. They have all the accolades. They have all the shit that comes with it.
Right.
And the fact that they're still going hard lets you know that like they would do this shit for free probably. You know what I'm saying? Like there's people in the NBA who it's like you can tell that he would play for free.
Right. Because
You know
it's the love.
Because it's the love of it. And that's what I respect about those two people.
God, it's so refreshing to hear an artist really be about the music. You know,
Yeah,
it's
for
different.
sure.
It's
Yeah.
not manufactured. It's genuine love. Like you want this because you just love giving your art to the people.
And I'm so gassed, even more so now, right?
Yeah.
Because when I finally got like a good amount of money, right? It was kind of like I got it, and then it was like, wait, but I'm still, and I took my mom to like the Amalfi Coast and Santorini and did all this epic
Yeah.
shit, right?
Yes.
Like all this like fruits of my labor shit. And I was sitting there looking at the sickest views in the world, right? Shit that like you see on Twitter and you think is a fake picture.
Right.
I was sitting there, you know what I mean? Like with my mom. And I was like, this view does not beat the feeling of making a song. And that's when I was like, now y'all gonna get fucked up.
Wow.
Because it's like, oh shit, the money really did not change a motherfucking thing, and I'm still
Yeah.
trying to sit in the studio. The best view to me is a fucking microphone and speakers, and me sitting there listening to a song I just made. Period. So that's why y'all gonna get fucked up, because I'm not letting my foot off the fucking gas. Period.
Oh man, I feel for whoever you might start dating. Are you in a relationship right now?
No, I'm looking forward to a 6-month-long, miserably beautiful relationship. though.
I mean, I was gonna say you probably don't have the time or the focus or.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't, but it's like it's tricky too, because for the majority of my music career, I was in these relationships, and so like a lot of the songs like where they're about women or whatever, like those are because I was dating.
Yeah.
Now it's like I've been single for like a year and a half, and everything is like a celebratory vibe. Like I got to really be like pulling back from like old experiences, or like just attempting to fall in love with random people
Yeah.
to just get a good song out of it.
Just to make a song.
Just for the song.
Let's talk about projects. What the body of work? What
Yeah.
are we working on? Because I know you uploaded a song, Psycho Part 2.
Yes, yesterday.
Yeah, which was just you felt like, hey, you know what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not? From the Sprinter van.
Yeah.
I
It's
made
awesome.
it. I made it in the hotel room in Toronto.
Okay, so you just made this and then uploaded it.
Oh yeah, I have a studio with me on the road.
True artist, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So talk to me about the body of work, and because just so people understand, like, what can they keep up with when it comes to you?
I mean, you're always gonna get new music and new
Right.
content, but I'm gonna drop the debut when the timing is right. Like I got one chance to like do the debut, and I'm not dropping it till the buzz is disgusting, and it's like, crazy. I'm not coming out here trying to do fucking like pathetic numbers and shit. Like,
I feel like now the industry's so different and just
yeah, see, people like here's my thing with people who say like, well, hip hop doesn't really sell anymore. Really?
well, it's I wouldn't say sell, but
No, what
yeah.
doesn't sell is bad, mediocre music, and
Right.
it never did.
Right.
Look at Drake's numbers and
Yeah,
tell me that hip
it's
hop
great
doesn't
music.
sell. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like, look at Cole's numbers and tell me that hip hop doesn't sell.
Right.
Good hip hop sells. Bad hip hop doesn't sell. But guess what? It never did.
Right.
There's just so much bad shit that people think hip hop doesn't sell anymore. No, there's just so much more bullshit
Right.
because of how accessible the craft is now. So that you get a lot of this fucking like B-, D- material
Right.
not selling. It's like, yeah, but the A+ stuff still always will sell.
But does that upset you as a true artist when you see, music that isn't meeting up to its best potential? Because you obviously are very passionate about
Yeah.
great music for
Yeah.
the people. Do you ever be like, God, why would you do that right now? Or do you like, whatever?
I used to be like, what the fuck are you doing? But like,
Yeah.
still a little bit of that, but now it's just like, yeah, it's just whatever, because I have my fan base and like whatever. It's just the shit that I said earlier where it's like I don't blame the people. I just blame the fact that the industry knows that a lot of this shit is bullshit and y'all are
Right.
going along with it, which makes y'all just as bad. It's like watching someone get beat up and you don't do anything.
The manufacturing cosign is
It's honestly pathetic, and it's just like it's I would tell any independent artist, any artist, whatever, like, don't worry about any of these fucking weirdo blogs. Don't worry about any of this
Right.
fucking shit. Literally don't submit your shit to blogs. Don't talk
agree.
to anyone. You don't ever have to get posted on one single blog. You can still be hella successful.
God, I remember that. I mean, it was for a while. Everyone was just focused on getting
Yeah.
onto these sites,
Yeah.
and if you weren't, it was like,
That's how I was for the longest time, and I used to get like mad that they wouldn't post my shit, whatever. But then I realized, like, wait a second, my fucking SoundCloud generates more clicks than all these fucking blogs combined. You know what I'm saying? Like, my fan base is, I have a bigger fan base than your fucking blog. So, fuck you.
how did you get this fan base?
Consistency.
Like, just being consistent
Consistency.
for all this time.
And it was quality. It was high quality and high quantity. A lot of people are like, oh, you got to do quality over quantity. That's because they're used to the rule that, like, if you're putting out so much stuff, that some of it is going to suck. And it's like, well, what if you can put out a lot of shit and it's all good? Then the rule changes.
Yeah. How did you realize, like, at what point for you were you like, damn, I really do have a lot of followers and like people who really love my music?
That's what, like, see, that's the question. I always talk about with, like, my homies and shit. It's like, I don't fucking know when the day was. There wasn't one day where it was like, I woke up and it was like, I'm popping now.
Yeah.
What's good? You know what I mean? It was just like, it was this fucking natural, organic, like, you know, the shows, I've been touring all year. So, like, you would watch the shows go from 300 people. Like, in LA, I did 350 people my first time. 2 shows in the same night, 350 people. But
Right.
then the next time I was there, I did 800. Then this past, like, 2 weeks ago, I did 2,400. So it's like, it was just this kind of like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just a build. It was an
How does
organic
that
build.
feel?
Crazy as shit, but also, like, it's long overdue. This is 10 years. This is 300 songs in the making.
Yeah.
This is more than 10,000 hours in the making. So, you know, it just feels like about time.
This is such a great feeling. You know,
Yeah.
just when you see true independent artists actually, you know, start winning
Yeah.
in a different way, right?
Yeah.
And they really started from nothing. It's just, it's nice to see that.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's nice. So now, for those who are trying to understand, so are you working with a label now?
No.
Just-
I partnered with Columbia like 2 months
Okay.
ago. Yeah.
so what does partnering mean, though? Just so people understand.
Exactly what that sounds like.
Yeah, like just partner. It's not like they are dictating what you do as
No,
far
it's a
as.
beautiful partnership.
Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know how your fans and independent fans are
And
very
here's the
like,
other
what
thing
does that mean?
Yeah, well, here's the other, that's why I said in
Yeah.
Exposed, though. We split the profits 50-50. Better do your research. Like,
Yeah.
it's a partnership. You know what I'm saying? But the thing I pride myself on the most is that I went and got leverage before I started talking to labels. You know what I'm saying? I sold out my debut European tour. I sold out my other tour.
Right.
I was already charting on iTunes and Billboard, and Kylie Jenner was playing my shit on the Snap. You know what I mean? Before I
Yeah.
even talked to labels. So
So you made the calls. This wasn't just like, hey,
Yeah.
I need a label. This was like, hey, we could work together to
right,
do
because it was
something.
like, y'all see what I'm doing on my own.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you can't just go fucking like blow smoke on my ass. Like, if you just have fucking like, I walked in with Kara Lewis as my booking agent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I walked in with fucking sick lawyers, sick account, like the whole shit. I walked in with my entire video team on lock.
Right.
I walked in with my fucking graphic designers on lock. I
Right.
walked in, the music I already had on lock. So it's like, I walked in with this entire fucking movement already. Like, I'm handing you the easiest fucking product on a silver
really
platter.
is
So that's
easy.
why I'm gonna ask for psycho shit.
Yeah. I love it. No, I love the hustle and I love seeing
Yeah.
it pay off. You know, just it's nice to see that.
Yeah, for
especially
sure.
in our industry. And I think that's
Yeah.
truly what hip hop is being able to, you know, really, really come from nothing and
Yeah.
be able to be the voice of many, many people who are in
Right.
it with you. So this is awesome, man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
For sure. Anything else you want people to know about your music? Anything to look forward to before I let you go?
Nah, but just that I'ma always give you me
Yeah.
and the unfiltered, because you can't fucking blackball me.
Yeah.
I have real fans and I have a fucking studio and I have the internet.
Yeah.
So good fucking luck.
I love it. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.